Listen, man. They call me the problem, but you could call me the can man, because anybody can get it. Africans, Americans, Dominicans, Mexicans, anybody can get it.
Well, my name is Ryan, and this is Ade, and welcome back to another edition of Box Talk. It's time for the end of year show. Long time coming. 12 months is a long time, but we're going to try give it credit.
Yeah, you know, guys, we don't hold back. We're going to give you our own opinions. Everyone's got their own opinions, the best fight of the year, this and that and that. Me and Ryan are going to disagree. You guys know that already. Yeah. We've already spoke about it. Yeah. We're not going to agree on some of this stuff, so tell us what you think after, comment and all that kind of stuff.
So as you know, we're going to disagree, so I bring in the referee. Alright guys,
ding, 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 round one.
Alright then, the ref's here, he's sitting behind the camera, so he's going to keep it nice and clean.
I think it's a disadvantage that he's West Indian though. No, honestly, I feel like women should be here to even this stuff up. I feel like West Indians have got an advantage over here.
Shout out to Dr. Wu.
It's so good I hate everybody.
Alright then, me and Ali don't really discuss discussions before we film, but we do know we've got a few subjects.
Yes, we do.
So let's start with UK Fight of the Year.
Ooh.
Who you got UK Fight of the Year and why?
Gee, that's a good one. You know what? It's a good one. Because I think at least 3, maybe even 4 of the UK Fight of the Years could be in the top 10 of the World Fighters of the Years.
Yeah. Not fight, competitive fight.
Oh, the fight of the year.
Not fighter, fight.
The UK Fight of the Year.
UK Fight of the Year.
UK Fight of the Year.
There was a few.
There was a few good scraps. You know what I'm going to go with, yeah?
Yeah.
And people might say, well, no chance. It wasn't a great fight. But just the buzz alone. And sometimes it doesn't have to be a great scrap. Sometimes just the build up, just to get people in the house, paying your, and I think you guys know when I said this, paying your $21.95. I was so fixated with Joshua White. I mean, it had me. I mean, come on, we even done the film of the little camera watching the gloves are off. It had me. It had everything. It was supposed to be the first time Joshua was going to get tested. Didn't like was supposed to be that guy. The pay-per-view done what 400,000 to 500,000. That's bigger than Andre Floyd Mayweather. Bigger than Golovkin Lumu.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This was a big fight.
It was a big fight. It was a very big fight.
Let's be honest, you had everything in it. You had the fiasco with the incident after round 1 where they all jumped in the ring. You had Joshua wobbled. You had the knockout. You had the interviews after. So I'm going to go Joshua White. Maybe not because of the fight, but everything involved in it. For me, it was such a good spectacle.
It was a very good fight. It was a good fight.
It ended the year very well, and it almost made you think of heavyweight boxing in Britain is back. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I think like Joshua White goes to fight of the year because of the whole spectacle.
Alright then, I've got my UK Fight of the Year, and I'm going to go for Mitch vs Linares.
Ah, you son of a bitch, you've been preparing.
Nah,
that's a good one.
That's
a good one. Damn.
And I tell you what, yeah, let's be fair. It was a better fight than Joshua White.
Yeah.
But what it had though, it had that element of up and down. Yeah. Linares is up, Mitchell's up, the cuts, the stoppage. That cut Mitchell had, and Mitchell still had to go on.
Mitchell is as tough as he gets.
Tough as he gets. I think that fight might have ruined Mitchell. Don't get me wrong.
What's happened recently?
Exactly.
Barrazo?
That fight had me hooked. Yeah, and let me tell you, I watched it at our mate Charlie's house. Yeah, and the kids were running around, and I said, Charlie said, Ryan, shut the door, and we shut the kids out. And like, you don't distract my attention in this fight. Yeah. It was that close, and from round 4 onwards, you feel any of them could get caught clean and go.
Mitchell put him down in round 5 or something, didn't he? I saw he put him down. Definitely down.
But from round 4 or 5 onwards, you thought any punch for the next 5 or 6 rounds could end the fight until the fight was stopped. And Mitchell stayed on his feet.
The funny thing is, the
ref actually stopped it.
I was at the fight. Yeah, I was at the fight. I spoke to Eddie Hearn sort of after the fight, and he said all the judges ringside had Mitchell up by 1. Yeah, and I think that fight got stopped in 10 or 11. Yeah. It was a war, you know. I give you that.
And then also taking into account as well, if Linares didn't have his dodgy chin issues, Linares could be in terms of boxing pound for pound list. He doesn't have the best chin,
but he's the best 135 pounder out there
by far.
He's
but that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Mitchell pushed him to the wire. Yeah. On hometown. Great fight. I guarantee if you want to watch a fight right now between Joshua and Mitchell, you pick Linares Mitchell.
Nah.
If you want to watch a fight right now, so you want your fight, you're going to show your friends, oh, watch this great fight.
Yeah.
You watch Linares Mitchell.
But you know, you always need a fight, I think, that brings in the casuals.
Or captures the imagination.
Captures the imagination.
No. Why?
And I think nothing more than heavyweights. It's just heavyweights.
Yeah.
When you get heavyweights that talk a bit more, because heavyweights are always bigger than the average man.
Yeah.
You always want to, bigger than me anyway. You and Nico, right? Bigger than the average man. I think when you get heavyweights slugging it out, no fear. Come on.
No.
Your house was buzzing. How many people you had in your house?
Yeah.
How many people did you have in your house for Joshua White? Your house was full. You were phoning me saying I can't get in.
I had professional fighters at my house.
There you go. And everyone was buzzing.
Yeah.
So, but I'll give you. I think you're 1-0 up definitely.
No. Don't worry about the points. That's all right. Okay, let's go for
I'm winning this year.
international US or Mexican international fight of the year.
Fight of the year.
International fight of the year. There was quite a few of them.
You know what fight I really liked?
Yeah.
Which is a bit random. People might say it's a bit random, but it was. I can't remember who Huck fought.
That's
But it was Shut up.
wacky. Yeah.
Bro, you really that one? You got that one as well, yeah?
Sure, bro.
That's how we're BoxTalk, brother.
Yeah, bro.
That fight there, bro. Bloody.
Oh my god.
Anyone go home, watch Rocky 1, Rocky 2, Rocky 3, Rocky 4.
Yeah.
That was it.
Nah.
Them two were just going at it.
As I told like Huck's known for being the tough guy in the chin. You stop Huck, I'm trying to say, in the championship rounds.
In the round 10?
I think it was 11. I think it was 11. The championship rounds stopped him. That was a tremendous fight.
Honestly,
and I'm not gonna lie.
two big men.
No, listen. Let's say we're BoxTalk. Glowacki was under the radar. We knew he was a good fighter, but no one thought he was that good. Let's be fair.
No, I remember watching the fight thinking, is this guy stupid? Is he really going to go toe to toe
with Huck?
You're supposed to move, you idiot. Jab.
Yeah.
You know, use your jab. This guy thought, F that.
Yeah.
I'm going to stay in the pocket and we're going to go to war. I thought he's going to get knocked out soon.
No,
that was beautiful.
Beautiful fight.
Honestly, beautiful fight. Huck Glowacki.
Yeah.
There's been others.
Yeah. There were others. One comes to mind is Matisse versus Provodnikov.
Oh my god.
That was a good fight as well.
But you know what it is? Matisse, I dare say, I wouldn't say chickened it a bit. When you realised he couldn't have he thought, you know what, I'm going to start moving a bit.
But in saying that, so the reason why I couldn't get the fight of the year, because I thought the first 6 rounds were fairly one-sided.
Yeah.
It was Matisse pounding Provodnikov and 2 weeks time to get, so I'm getting a little bit tired, this guy's not moving.
Yeah.
They tried to mix it up a little bit. Yeah. But yeah.
You know what it is? It's a fight of the year also because you don't expect it to be.
Yeah.
Matisse and Provodnikov, you expected it to be.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I didn't expect Huck Glowacki to be fight of the year at all. It came from nowhere. It went under the radar of PBC a bit.
Yeah.
And I hope those guys do oh no, Huck's got Afolabi next, isn't it? Huck Afolabi's been signed again.
It's been signed?
Been signed again. We'll talk about that in another video, but that's been signed again for number 4. I think it is 4, yeah.
Let's go with KO of the year.
Ooh, there's been some people have been put to sleep this year.
There, and it's an international one. Everyone, British, UK, whatever. Not 2 lists, or give your top 2 or 3 or 4, whatever you have. But knockout of the year, and like you said, there's been 2 main knockouts of the year. It's actually extremely hard to make a decision on this one.
Knockout of the year.
I've got 2 in my head that I know, which I shouldn't really mention, but I have to mention.
Nah.
Go on.
The way Canelo smoked Kirkland.
That was
Canelo smoked Kirkland.
Yeah.
That punch would have took out light heavyweights. That was a punch that he wasn't going to get up from.
Kirkland swung as well.
It made it look even worse. I know Kirkland's got those lips that just come out. Everything made it look worse. Canelo's destruction of Kirkland is definitely up there. What you got? I'm trying to think, has Golovkin knocked anyone out? Because he puts everyone to sleep, but he hasn't put.
Knockout of the year is that guy that knocked out Manuel Char.
Oh, that was painful.
That guy, what's that guy's name? Messi?
I can't remember his name.
It was Messi, either way,
very painful.
Knocked him out completely, out cold, over the ropes, completely. What was the guy's name?
But I'll be honest, even Roy Jones is McAnally. The way Roy Jones fell down that way.
Roy Jones is different on that list as well. Roy McAnally. Also, I don't want to mention it because I don't want to give this guy any credit for it. But Tepper versus Price was disgusting.
Disgusting.
Yeah, I don't want to give this guy credit. I don't want to give this guy credit.
No, but you got to mention it.
No, you got to mention it. This is BoxTalk. It's not the truth.
Tepper's knockout of Price. And think about it, and what makes it worse, when Price is 6'9",
6'9", yeah,
and Tepper was 6'1", or
no, you hit that thing like timber, a tree dropping.
Yeah, honestly,
it's like he took forever to hit the floor.
Yeah,
it was. And he banged his head. Oh, that was a vicious knockout.
And to think that could have ruined his career.
So Till, another great knockout as well. And then I said I feel bad for this one as well. But Tete versus Butler.
You know, Ryan's got this thing here where if your foot is buckled underneath you, it makes it even worse.
Tete Butler, oh my gosh. Seriously, bro, the way he went out, bro. No,
yeah, it was lights out.
I don't know. You shouldn't make jokes like
it was
like someone shot him and he just went completely out.
It was almost similar to when Groves had his foot under against Carl Froch.
Worse. It is worse. It is worse. You gotta watch it. Guys, put in Tete Butler knockout and you'll see what I'm talking about. It is one of the worst knockouts of the year. But I think I'll
go with the Manuel Charr one.
Manuel Charr. I thought it was
when heavyweights put you to sleep, it looks very painful.
Yeah. Maurice Bradis.
Okay.
Maurice Bradis is the guy you want to watch. Yeah, that's the guy.
So Maurice Bradis versus Manuel Charr. Put that in your YouTube and get ready to watch it like it's a horror movie.
Yeah, literally out. Like, again, no one's someone goes proud that their arms are flat by themselves and just fall straight on their face.
Yes.
Similar to Roy Jones, but Roy Jones.
Or Glenn Johnson.
No, Roy Jones was actually knocked out and he was on the ropes and then kind of went off the ropes.
Yeah.
Charr just fell like in the middle of the ring into the ropes.
Charr's real damaged goods now.
Oh, real damaged goods.
He shot, isn't he? Didn't we? He got shot.
He did get shot. Yeah, he did get shot. Yeah, got shot in the stomach or something like that. Yeah. The thing about Charr as well that we were talking about is it's a heavyweight as well. That's a 6'4", 250-pound guy out flat on the floor.
Yeah.
All right then.
Honourable mention. Anthony Joshua's uppercut.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Against Dylan White.
Yeah. No,
it wasn't as powerful as it looked, but
yeah,
it connected so well. It was out.
Honourable mention: Povetkin versus bloody
Mike Perez.
Mike Perez.
Yeah, knocked out on his feet.
Knocked out on his feet.
On his feet.
And then there's a ref trying to let it continue.
Yeah, like referee was counting like, are you knocked out or
yeah. That was a bad one as well. What else was there? There was a couple real bad ones this year. I swear, like every week on this week, I was saying like new knockout of the year.
Yeah. Nothing will ever beat Paul Williams, Sergio Martinez. Nothing.
Roberto Duran.
Nothing.
Thomas Hearns.
Not having it.
Roberto Duran, Thomas Hearns is the best knockout of all time for me.
Get out of it. It's a good one.
Better than Sergio Martinez.
Nah. But Paul Williams.
Did you hear the impact on that shot?
Paul Williams.
Hall of Fame, all-time great Roberto Duran put out like that in the second round.
It was. But Paul Williams Martinez, that left hand. Anyway.
All right then.
Let's go.
Let's move forward. UK Promoter of the Year.
I'm going to go, and I ain't gonna lie to you, I think all the promoters in the UK, in terms of the big three, should all put their hands up and say they've had good years.
Yeah.
All of them had good years. I put a tweet out and Eddie Hearn won it because I think, people like this think of Sky Sports Boxing. I'm gonna go with, though, I'm gonna go Frank Warren. And
I think you go for the same reason I'm going for.
And I think, I love the idea of homegrown champions from the get-go. Soon as they turn over, they're with you. They have their first fight with you, second fight, small promotion, small shows, and they go dun dun, and everyone laughs that this is taking so long. But you get there, and you get there, I think, the right way in terms of British, European, Commonwealth, and Billy Joe Saunders and Terry Flanagan, and I think there's one more. There was 3 more champions this year, all done well. And I think homegrown champions, to me, from the get-go, is better than, I dare say, stealing a guy when he's 15-0 and then taking him to a championship. Yeah. So I'm going Frank Warren for that.
I'm going to agree with Frank Warren. And here's my reason why. Similar to yours, but different. Matchroom has put on the more marquee events due to money and due to Sky.
And resources. They've got all the fighters.
Sky, yeah. But I'll tell you this as a fact, and you could vouch for me this year. Every Matchroom card this year, even the pay-per-view ones, I've always missed the first 2 or 3 fights, and I end up catching up the same night or the following morning. When there's a Frank Warren card, where am I at 4 o'clock?
Watching it.
Yeah. Every time Box Nation has a card, a Frank Warren card, from the first fight, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, I'm there. Yeah. Frank Warren matches his cards well. And when it comes to, we had this argument on This Week in Boxing a few weeks ago about David Haye's comeback. And I said I'm more interested in the undercard than the main event. And even though the undercard's terrible, I like to see the talent that's progressing and learning and see what they actually got. I can't be a boxing fan if I don't know the guys that are 3-0 and 3-2 and 5-7 and all these other guys from all over the world. I get to see it on Frank Warren's cards, where I can sit down from 5 o'clock in the evening to 11 o'clock at night and watch a complete card of fairly evenly matched fights. Yes, there's some poo-poo ones on there, it does happen, but there's more poo-poo early fights on Matchroom cards than there are on Frank Warren's cards. And what Matchroom does is, they don't show those fights on TV, because their cards start at 4 o'clock in the evening as well, but they don't put the card on Sky till like 6, 7 o'clock in the evening. Frank Warren puts the whole card on.
Yeah.
You're providing quality fights. So in terms of marquee events, Matchroom wins. They provided the bigger events throughout the year, and they've also provided the better card, which is consistently the best promotion through the whole year's front one.
I will say the best card though has been the Anthony Joshua Dylan White card. I thought every fight. Think about it, Eubank Spike was a great fight.
Yeah.
Tony Bellew, Masterbeck was a great fight.
Yeah.
Kevin Mitchell getting stopped.
Yeah.
It had a bit of everything. That card was amazing.
But you get my point.
I think the consistency this year.
Yeah.
And for not having the same resources, not having the same amount of fighters and marquee stars, he's almost had to find the guys that are 4-0 and match him against guys that are 4-0 as well. So you're getting real competitive fights. Honourable mention as well to Mick Hennessy.
Yeah.
What he's done with Tyson Fury, again, like you say, from scratch, for him to have a world title fight, when let's be honest, he's only been doing small hall shows in shopping centres. To him to get that now, honourable mention has to go to him.
International Promoter of the Year. Who you got?
I'm gonna go with Golden Boy. Yeah.
What?
I'm gonna go Golden Boy. I know you're gonna go with Al Heyman, obviously.
Go on, tell me his story.
You know it is,
Ref, keep your eyes open for this one, Ref.
No. You know it is. I can't. You know, I'm so anti PBC right now. It's scary.
Golden Boy.
I'm gonna go Golden Boy because I think I like the fact of the, you know, it's just the two fights for me that they put on. Golovkin-Lemieux and Cotto Canelo. Two fights that I thought, at the time, people were saying that these guys are war. The fights that we want to see. Look, both fights didn't end up the way we wanted, but they still were able to get their guys. Everyone at the time, let's not forget, people, everyone at the time was saying, there's no way Golden Boy are going to put Lemieux with Golovkin. Everyone was like,
I said it.
And they rolled the dice and done that. Canelo's the only marquee fighter. Yes, Canelo was favourite to beat Cotto, but regardless, still, your marquee fighter loses to Cotto, you're finished. So unlike most promoters, have to roll the dice because they have to now. And I like that. I like the idea of rolling the dice. I could go PBC, but I feel like PBC are playing it too safe right now, some of the matchups. The in-house matchups are too safe for me, and that's the only reason I'm not going PBC, because I feel like we're not getting the matchups we want. Right. Let's not forget, people, PBC are bringing us Deontay Wilder. No. And we'll end on that. They're giving us a guy who's 6'7" who doesn't want to fight anyone. I'll end on that.
Nick, referee. All right then. I'm going with PBC. And guess what? I laughed at your Golden Boy reason initially, but it makes sense. Yeah. So it makes sense. I understand that.
This is BoxTalk.
Now here's why I'm going with PBC. Yes, they gave us Deontay Wilder. Yes, they have given us some matches you think is questionable, but they also risk their guys as well. They have put a few risky ones. They even put Adrian Broner in with Porter.
That's the only reason I'm not giving it to them. What did they do in that one?
Huh?
What did they do?
All the weight issues and everything, yeah? They're obviously like, here's why PBC
don't just skate over that.
No, I know what it is, but
they made Porter go down to 145 pounds, and they say he couldn't rehydrate.
Yeah.
PBC said he couldn't rehydrate to more than 154. That's not risky fight. That's almost saying we're giving you two names, but one of the names is a bit disabled right now.
All I'm saying is that if you sign the contract and you agree to it, that's your ass.
You can't turn down $500,000, Ray. You know that. You know you can't turn $500,000.
If you sign the contract, yeah, I'm trying to say, he signed the contract and he won. Here's why PBC wins for me, this year, yeah? They have revolutionised the way boxing is right now, yeah? They have put boxing back on marquee TV. I can't even count how many events they've had in their mere 9 months. Not 12 months, 9 months. They have put on more boxing shows on TV or on pay-per-view, whatever you want to cut it, than every other promoter in the US combined, most probably. They're paying their fighters. They're putting on high production values. Yeah, and they're showing the general public this is what boxing could be. It's only 9 months, you have to give them a chance. But for this year, or for the 9 months they've been alive, they have took boxing to another plateau.
Completely disagree. For all the money they have, and they've got more money than anyone right now, I can't think of the biggest fight they've put on. And help me, what's the biggest fight they've put on this year?
Biggest fight
name? Yeah.
We mostly the Broner
Porter one, which is a disability.
Which is also they put on Furman Guerrero, which was a good one.
Furman Guerrero is a bigger fight. I'm talking star names here now.
No, that was a good fight. What else they put on this year? Just see, look.
Any of their fights bigger than Golovkin-Lemieux?
No, but that was a huge fight.
Lemieux wasn't a big name. Lemieux was not a big name.
But here's my point, though. PBC has put on so many good fights. Let's be fair, we watched all the cards. I can't even start putting out names because there's been a bloody good fight on every week or every other week. It's just consistent. And most of their cards, I've not watched a PBC card where like that was a shit card.
All right, I'll name some fighters.
Have you watched one people say that was a shit card?
I'll say something very quickly to you. We've spoken about in this house a lot. We've said Deontay Wilder doesn't have fights. That's PBC.
Yeah.
We said Adonis Stevenson isn't fighting Kovalev. That's PBC.
Yeah.
We said what's going on with Danny Garcia this year?
Yeah.
That's PBC. We said my God, Furman is being let down by who? Did you tell me?
Yeah.
PBC.
Yeah.
Amir Khan hasn't fought yet this year against a name. PBC. We could go on and blame PBC.
All right then. Let's move forward. What's other categories we got? We had Fighter of the UK Fighter of the Year.
UK Fighter of the Year. I've got 3. It's gonna be very difficult to pick one, but I'm gonna go with. It's a strange one because then my international Fighter of the Year could be. It's a tough one, but I'm gonna go with. It's a tough one, but I've got to go Tyson Fury. I was gonna go James McDonald or James DeGale, but I've got to go Tyson Fury. When you beat a man that's not been beat for 10 years. Whose nickname is Dr. Stillhammer, who has literally just reigned supreme, and not only reigned supreme, but has finally got respect from even the Americans by the lofty ranking they had him in the pound for pound ranking. I think they had him in the top 3. And you've got Tyson Fury, whose biggest name to date was Derek Chisora.
Yep.
That's a big step to go to Germany and beat him for every single round. I mean, make the guy look like we thought he was injured.
I watched it. I watched it on Sky again over the week.
Me and Ryan were watching this, saying, I said to Ryan, his hand's gone.
Yeah.
He's not throwing a punch.
Yeah.
There's been nothing. And this is one of those guys that don't like to admit injuries. There's been not one whisper of a hand gone.
Yeah.
Tyson Fury, I dare say, embarrassed, got universally recognised as the best heavyweight of his generation. Embarrassed.
Yeah, he did.
I can't. Yeah. It's hard for me to go.
Second best heavyweight of his generation.
And his brother was the.
But the generation. Yeah. I'm going to I won't say disagree with you. I'm going to Jay McDonald. Good that you mentioned his name. Jay McDonald is the UK Fighter of the Year, and I'll tell you the reason why. He went over to fight on Al Haymon's card, PBC against Tom Kikamida as the underdog. He went there to give his title away. He went over there, had a tough fight, gritted it out, and then after I think it was round 7, in my opinion, kind of dominated and won the fight on points. I think they gave him a split decision.
Yeah.
Normally, when you win abroad, they say you got away with that one. Even though he didn't get away, he won the fight fair and square.
Agreed.
He came back home, then he went back over there for a rematch again to get beaten up, and he put on a masterclass. He put on a better performance than the first fight in the second fight. In the fight that people said, you should avoid that one, you should avoid that one. He went into enemy territory twice on another guy's show. When he's the guy that you have to do extra when you're abroad. He went over there and dominated their guy, not once but twice. James Hill gets a good shout for the Andre Dirrell fight, but that was one fight this year. Tyson Fury gets a good shout for the Klitschko fight. That was one fight this year. This fight, Jay McDonald done it twice. Yeah, and I was looking around, I was reading Boxing Monthly, I was reading all the bits, and I couldn't believe no one gave him that. You know what I mean?
Because Tyson Fury went and beat Vladimir Klitschko.
And we get to that right now.
Tyson Fury beat Vladimir Klitschko every single round.
So
he beat a guy that hasn't been beaten for 10 years on his away patch. Kamida's patch isn't American, by the way. Kamida's Mexican.
Let me give you the answer to that question. I don't know if he's Mexican.
No, he was brought up in Mexico.
Okay.
Brought up in Mexico.
Okay.
That's why they call him he's brought up in Mexico.
The answer to that question is that Tyson Fury is my international fighter of the year. When you're the heavyweight champion of the world,
not be UK fighter of the year.
When you're the heavyweight champion of the world, the undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, that makes you international. No matter how you cut it, you're not the heavyweight champion of Britain, not of England, not of United Kingdom, not of Germany, of the world. You beat the recognized champion of the world that everyone knew was Vladimir Klitschko. You're international fighter of the year, straight up.
Right, mine is Golovkin. Will always be Golovkin. Will ever be Golovkin. Golovkin has done something in boxing that I've never seen so many people. Tyson Fury wasn't scared of Klitschko. Never, not scared one bit. He almost tried to mug him in the gloves were off.
Yeah.
I've never seen a fighter where other fighters who are supposed to be tough men are genuinely scared of a jab. This guy has become a boogeyman to everyone. Canelo, I will fight everyone at 160. Oh, wait a minute. Not GGG.
We asked a question about who the next boogeyman.
Yeah.
Someone put it out there. Edwin Valero.
It was a boogeyman, yeah. Edwin Valero was a boogeyman.
Yeah.
Daniel Jacobs, I interviewed saying, yeah, give me Andy Lee, Eubank, GG. Well, GGG, you have to speak to my advisors.
Kevin Kelly said it best
monster.
when GGG fought Willie Monroe. Kevin Kelly said something along the lines of, Willie Monroe went in there and then he soon realised that he needed a gun.
I saw that. Went in there,
and he soon realised he needed a gun.
One thing about, I will say this about the reason, and this is silly, but the reason I'm not going to give it to Fury, and it's tough, is because we've got a lot of friends, even around your house that night.
Yeah.
And Fury still, Klitschko is still this guy. You're good, but you're only good because you're in a crap division.
Yeah.
Or, he's robotic.
Yeah.
And you just mentioned it, Vitali was smack. There's something about Klitschko, people still don't give him rankings.
Yeah.
Golovkin's this guy now where he still gets a bit of heat.
Yeah.
But I think people genuinely feel you've got a guy that's won everything as an amateur. He's got the biggest knockout record of any middleweight in history now. And he is a genuine boogeyman. I don't think, unless age catches up with him, ain't stopping him for a long time. You look at the middleweights around there. Look at the middleweights. No disrespect to the Billy Joes and Daniel Jacobs and Quillen Lee.
Yeah.
What?
Okay. My problem I had with the interest fight of the year is that there was 3 or 4 fights hanging around. You had Terence Crawford, who had two very good performances this year, but no one was against a marquee name that the general public knew.
Yeah.
Canelo was in a similar scenario.
Yeah.
I'm trying to say
Kirkland and Cotter's are good though.
Yeah,
It's 2 big names.
Canelo was the only one. Kirkland was out of the ring inactive for so long, and let's be fair, Kirkland didn't look like Kirkland. He looked like a drunk. Yeah, no, not being bad, it's just the truth. He didn't look. His body weren't tight. He weren't moving good, and he started getting tagged hurt quickly and got hurt quickly. Yeah, and then you had everyone else around him. And I thought, guess what? No one really stands out. Titus really stands out, like I said, is that regardless of what he done, he shocked the world this year. Shocked not just the world, boxing fans, sports fans, media, everyone. Let's be fair. Even Tyson Fury said after, everyone said I'll win the fight. No one really thought I'll win the fight. Only 2% of people thought I'll win this fight. Only me, my camp, and people around me. No one believed it. When you done what Fury done, you've changed boxing considerably. That makes you international. Tyson Fury now was Tyson Fury. Now he's a household name. Now people are arguing about he shouldn't be sportsman of the year because he done this, because he said that, because he done this, because he done. He's now relevant. There's been no boxer in the UK this year or America that's actually become relevant like Tyson Fury. That makes you international.
Maybe. I just have a problem with the heavyweights. I just feel like it sounds silly, but I think the ascendancy to get a title shot in the heavyweights has become so easy. It's almost embarrassing. It's almost embarrassing. You can get a title shot. You can get a chance at the man.
No, that's because obviously Fury won.
No, I'm talking. Who did Fury beat to get the title shot?
Oh, okay.
Anyone can get a title shot. Who did Fury? They're talking Joshua's going to get a title shot next year.
But that's going through what we talked about previously about the routes. When you go through the title route and you go through
any route,
the division.
Any route. IBF now is going to be fought between Martin and Glaskov.
Yeah.
Any route get you a chance. You know what I mean? I feel like their tendency to get. Look wrong. Big props to him, and I can understand 100% why you picked him, so I'm not going to argue with him. But I just think you got a boogeyman out there that people are scared of.
Okay, we're going to go for upset of the year now. And to mix it up, we always say Tyson Fury, Klitschko was the upset of the year. We've already done that conversation. What was the alternative upset of the year?
Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather.
Oh! I wasn't thinking about that rubbish.
Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather. You know, it was so the upset of the year.
Oh, yeah.
My mum thought it was 2 years ago. She didn't even realise it was this year. I said, Mum, that fight was in May. No, talking boy, it wasn't. That fight, the whole event. I mean, people paid $347,000 to be ringside for that.
Someone mentioned it on Twitter saying, upset of the year. And I said, oh yeah, I forgot that fight was on.
Upset of the year.
I literally thought that fight happened, 6 months ago?
I mean, you think of the build-up. I mean, hotel rooms were... I mean... You talk about a fight that was built up. You can't get nothing bigger than this. I mean, it was built up like more than life. They're talking about the fight of the century. I mean, they compared it to Ali versus Fraser. You know what I mean? And Rumble in the Jungle and Through the Minute, all these fights. And what was it?
Rumble
the biggest damn squid.
Rumble in my bin. That went in the bin at DVD.
Floyd went from 4.4 million in that pay-per-view, 4.3 something, to 500,000 against Andre Berto.
420 something.
If people don't think that's a drop, it's not just because of Andre Berto, because Floyd still gets numbers. People don't think that's a drop, then they also need to watch.
It's a 4 million drop.
It's a 4 million drop in pay-per-view buys. That was my upset of the year because I was watching it thinking, and then even Pacquiao to come out, oh my shoulder hurts, and everything was disappointing. The whole shebang.
No, I agree with you with that. I won't even disagree. I won't give you a rebuttal on that one.
Yeah.
Good call on that. Prospect of the year.
Prospect.
That is a tough one. And it could have been Luke Campbell until 2 weeks ago.
Yeah,
he was doing good.
That's bloody up there in the upsets of Britain.
Yeah, definitely.
Prospects of the year. He's not even a prospect, but just the thought of the division. Stop interrupting me like that.
Lemachenko, yeah?
Lemachenko. Yeah.
Lemachenko,
Vasyl Lemachenko. I'm going to give him prospect because he's only had 4 fights.
No. Arthur Bertibiev is a prospect of the year.
Nah,
Lemachenko's already a world champion.
Nah, I still got to go Lemachenko. You know why?
Bertibiev.
Because that division,
yeah.
he's only still
wait a minute.
He's only still beat one person in there.
Did you see Lemachenko? No, Bertibiev's knockout of Campillo.
Yeah, I saw that.
That could be knockout of the year. He done the walk away as well. He kind of hit with the left hook and kind of walked away with that.
You ain't getting up.
You ain't getting on. Kind of walked away with that one. Yeah.
Lemachenko. You know what it is? You know why I say prospect of the year? Because a few people know him, but casual fans still don't know who Lemachenko is. Because he's not yet this marquee guy that, Bob Arum's going to try and turn this guy into a monster. And I think if you look at who is around 126, 130, possibly 135, we're talking, he could do anything in the next 2 years. Okay, and I can't see anyone between 130, 120 and 135 beating this guy.
Okay, no, same here.
I mean, Linares? Linares is damaged goods. Linares is going to take...
That'd be a good fight.
Good fight though, but once Lemachenko starts doing that little tap-tap thing...
Here's the thing about Lemachenko, is that, like I said, after anything, can beat anyone in the world.
Anyone.
But there are some legit threats out there.
Of course there is.
I think Rigo, the winner of Frampton Quigg as well, know what I mean? No. Chris, I didn't say.
No, I'm not saying Frampton. I said Quigg.
I'm gonna knock it out for a minute.
Smash Quigg. Hey, no violence. No violence. He'll smash Quigg. Not Frampton. Frampton's got.
Don't start on this fight right now. He's got legitimate threats out there. So much as we know how good he is, we know he's in a tough division. And I'm trying to say, and there's people that could challenge him. Right now, my prospect of the year is Arthur Bertibiev. Yeah, and I'll tell you this right now. I don't care who he fights. You put that werewolf in the ring with anyone, and it's on. Yeah, and
anyone. Sergey, Kovalev.
The three names in the division right now that have any standing. No, 4 in the division is Kovalev, Stevenson,
from Farah.
No, Pascal and Hopkins. Yeah.
No. From Farah will smash Pascal.
Alright,
be honest.
Let's put Pascal in. Let's put from Farah in there right now. Yeah. I will bet money right now that Bertibiev beats 3 of them.
Yeah, this doesn't mean Kovalev.
Yeah, he beats 3 of them, and maybe the only person that has a chance with him, I'm trying to say, I honestly think you're gonna laugh. People are gonna say I'm just being a hater now. I think Bertibiev will smash Adonis to bits.
You're being a hater.
Adonis posturing, sitting down with low guard, doing this, and trying to lose that right hand over or the left hand over. You think Bertibiev gonna stand there and just wait for it to happen? He'll be cutting you down. Styles make fights, yeah? And we talked about the amateur pedigree of certain fighters.
To bits, though.
Yeah? We talk about amateur pedigree, yeah, and what people have, yeah, in the tank, yeah? Yes, Bertibiev can be caught. He's been put down already, yeah? It was a flash put down, yeah? But someone like Stevenson, who likes to wing in punches like that, with a low defense and lies on lateral movement, the guy's been fighting bloody Sakio Bika this year. He's not been fighting. He's not been fighting. That was last year.
Okay.
He's not been fighting credible opponents and not been really active. Who did he fight last time?
Can't remember.
Exactly. Proves my point, yeah? Bertibiev, yeah, prospect of the year, yeah, and I think he's going to be making major statement this year.
There's no way nothing smashes Stevenson. I think you're honestly forgetting Stevenson is the lineal where he's been removed from that now. Yeah, Stevenson is a mean man.
Don't get me wrong. I'm taking nothing from Stevenson. Besides my personal dislike for him, the way he's treating the belt, that's not my reason for saying it. I'm talking about the style of the fight. Yeah, but Stevenson will mostly be everyone that's in the division minus Kovalev. Know what I mean? And I think Hopkins is still giving problems because Hopkins won't hang around for that crap either. Yeah.
Hopkins will give who problems?
Huh?
Hopkins will give who problems?
Stevenson. Stevenson's not busy enough.
Also, I want to see how good Flanagan does this year.
Flanagan. But you know I said about Flanagan already.
Yeah, I'm very. And I want to see what Lee Selby with the hiccup when he went to America. He didn't look great. I want to see what he does because
Fernando Montiel's a good fighter as well.
He's in an awful division. Lee Selby's division is frighteningly bad right now. I mean, scary.
Yeah.
So it's good to see how he does as well. Anything else? I think that could
Guys, that's the end of year show. Hopefully it was a good one. Interesting year, lot to go through, lot to think of. Guys, we could be wrong with our opinions. Let us know what you think.
No, yeah, right. No, Ryan's right. It's been a crazy year, a great year for boxing, to be honest. We've had some months, November, September, December, have just been stupid. Normally towards the end of the year it gets really quiet.
Yeah.
And this year, end of the year, it's fantastic.
And normally January's dead, and January's gonna be stacked this year.
January's already stacked, yeah. So we've got videos coming. We've got David Hay videos, George Groves makes his comeback. And then the big one in February.
Garcia. Who's Garcia?
Garcia's fighting Furman. Garcia's fighting Robert Guerrero.
Robert Guerrero in early January.
Yeah, rubbish.
Kovalev Pascal too. Yeah, but there's fights coming.
But fights you'd watch.
Yeah.
And then obviously my boy Frampton beats Quigg. Can't wait for this one. Have you been seeing the Twitter? Have you been seeing the beef on Twitter?
Don't talk about this fight right now, bro.
Why are you so, are you very confident Quigg's going to be Frampton?
I'm very confident Quigg's going to be Frampton.
I don't see how.
Very
I don't see what you see in that robotic.
This is going to cause an argument, bro.
Not going to argument. This is robotic.
Ref, take him out. Ref.
Frampton's got far too much skill.
Ref, take him out.
No.
It's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem.
No.
It's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. That's how we run Box Talk. Guys, have a great new year, and we're going to get drunk now.